Hello and welcome back to episode 44 on the Artifact Sect. I'm Icon, and today we're going to check out what we can do with our new initiates. So luckily I finally made this dude here reach his golden core tier 1, and the next big question that has crossed my mind was whether or not I want to introduce somebody into a water law now. I got everything I need now. I got a room that's fully geared out here, so that would be an option. And well, once that's done, I'm basically done with the whole Jandao setup. Then we're gonna go for the refinement later on. It's a good point to be on, but that would need another candidate for the inner disciplehood. So let's see if there's anybody here who I want to introduce. Now, this looks like a good candidate, but her base stats are pretty low. There's more base stats, but less chi sense. Well, here's another 48. And Yao Guy. Well, I could definitely go for a Yao Guy. That would be the other option. Shapeshift in 20 days. Well, or I'll pick that that person here, because honestly, base stats they are moldable. Chi sense, it's not that easy to come by. They either got it or they don't. It's basically my impression most of the time. So, well, let's see. What kind of... oh no, it doesn't work like that. The question now is, do I have the necessary tools to get that going or not? Because I somehow highly doubt it. So we'll need to... let's see... well, looks like I have to work a little bit on the auctions there first. There we go. Maybe I can find the stuff here. Yeah, there. Eternity Pill. That's all attributes by 10%. Bane Pill, I think that was also... yeah. So I got a Eternity Pill and a Bane Pill for sure. Let's start with that. It's that and the Bane Pill. Then we're going to slap a couple of miracles on her back. And then, well, let's see. Junju is still available for service here before we have to rebirth her. Just can't remember what kind of life-prolonging stuff she already had. She already had a lot. So Moro, Vitata, Regen. No Eternity Pill though, but I wouldn't feed her an Eternity Pill either. So let's see. Potency quickly diminishing. Regen, we already had that. Unison Pill. What's that? Subspirit Gain, isn't it? Yeah, Subspirit. That's a Tribulation Remedy. So I don't really have any bigger options here to lengthen her life just with substances at this point anymore. But that's not anything to be worried about. There's still techniques. She ain't got that much XP, eh? So somebody has to gather the inspiration at City of Abundance at some point. I have a hard time deciding who's going to do that. But, well, I'd say I'll start with C2Jun because he's supposed to be the big fighter of the sect, and therefore I think that's going to be a good thing. A couple of million inspiration points will bring him somewhere. The sad thing about that is it sounds that insanely much, but you really want to help water the herb garden. You do you. But in the end, a couple of million inspiration points are much less than it sounds. Especially the higher the attainment grows. Okay, intestine remolds. Oh, we already got the maximum level. So, good job. So, increases food bonus, food consumption bonus. We got that on 100. So, what about the phallus, though? It's only base mood value. Alright. So, let's pimp that treasure. Some people lose it, some people develop it here. It's a weird place here. Not gonna lie. But if, thing here is that my body cultivator is suffering from a pretty low... Oh, wait a sec, it's not mental state, it's mood. Never mind, that's not as important. Okay, well, let's stop that then. I got more important things to do right now. So... Okay, now... Spine, well, I'll take a couple of spine remolds again. The tempered spine on 100 ain't a bad idea at all. And on top of that, maybe I can get some interesting other upgrades. Extra. Okay, Junju is back home, and whoa, we're being attacked by big beasts. Golden core and golden core. Okay. So there, and let's see how the body cultivator can take down these things. Okay, wow. It's a lot of damage per blow. Oh, it's bugged again. For some reason, my my body cultivators, sometimes they just bug. Okay, we got this. Wonderful. Let's see if we'll find some nice loot here. Sometimes demon beasts have special pills or something similar going on themselves. Let's see here. Divine powder. That's the special reward there. Now, I wanted to teach Junju something to lengthen her life so she can slap a couple of extra miracles onto people. So, let's search for lifespan. Longevity chant. She can't even. Wow. I just picked up 3 million points, and it's barely enough to learn something there. Okay, I mean, longevity chant is a attainment value of 18, but wow. So a multiplier and an increase. Let's do these two. Divine theft and endurance. Let's see. I hope she's got enough to learn both of them. And okay. It's been enough. Yes. So she got a couple of years to spend. Oh my god. What have I done? 1,200 years of lifetime available. Wow. Okay, so I'd actually consider teaching her something to increase her max chi, but... well, she's that kind of annoying person. I mean, I don't need to rush as much as I do right now. There's literally more than enough time to bring Ji Yurong into the proper state of preparation, but I'd rather take it right now so I can't forget it later, you know. Okay. And for Junju, I haven't fully decided yet what she's going to be transformed into. Alright, resilient miracle. Maybe I'll keep Junju also as just a preparator for upcoming time. So... or I'll use these years for derivative calculations, of course. Top-notch idea. Okay. So let's wait until that's slapped on. Ooh. Bandits. Okay. And now let's regain chi and do that again. I'll be so happy once I got a character that has deeper chi pockets than her to do that, because honestly, it is quite a tedious thing to do there. Food-wise, we're pretty good. So, Psychic Bone, Secret Body stats. It's not important at all. I like to look at the purple ones at least. Sometimes they got really nice things. Ancestral Throwback. Oh no, it's only Secret Body stats. You know what? I'll still take it. If ever any technique will include the spine, I'm already there. And it's good that I am. Okay. So, well, we should be acquiring more ice ore. That's another job that we have to take care of. So, well, I'm going to let June do that. I know I just pimped him up for maximum artifact power, but for now, in drought. Drought is a oh shoot. Let's send a primordial spirit over there and do some disaster relief there at least. Oh man, I totally derped that. Somehow I only had earthquake as something that I have to act on. Okay, well, lesson learned. Let's go for the next miracle. Attack! Oh, they're finally sending golden cores. Wonder how much more reputation I'll need to finally attract primordial spirit people. I mean, we're almost at 5 grand. But that's completely okay, you know? There's really no reason whatsoever to attract more powerful enemies. There's nothing to be gained except for trouble, you know? They will come relentlessly, always and forever, and there will be never any change except for that the enemies will grow more and more difficult the more reputation you have. So far, I haven't found anything useful about reputation beyond the unlocks there. Beyond the obvious unlocks. Jeez, that body cultivator is kicking ass. And that's just the basic levels, you know. I haven't remolded any of the secret bodies to perfection at this point. Like, that mixed element arm, for example, it still has a pretty low accuracy. And there's still a lot of remolding that I could go for. For example, I could just try and max out all these other stats here. The sharpened bone and the psychic bone. And these other stats here. But I think here most of that stuff is already done. But I got 2 new slots, so... there's still a lot of room for improvement, and I haven't even started, basically. Junju reached a limit. Wait a sec. Okay. I'm surprised that she's actually made it that far, but I left her here really, really long, though. I gotta admit, she's a long timer. Yeah, drought. Provide disaster relief. So we did gain 57 grand followers at Central Plain. That's good. Nice. It's a nice bonus there. Okay. And here we got that. Junju's recharging. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff happening. I somehow am very, very tempted to do more artifacts, but right now I want to save a couple of Anger's Soul Gems, and also I want to collect more Ice Crystal ore first, because since my Metal Cultivator is supposed to be my strongest person in the field for now, I want to create the strongest possible artifacts for Situjin first. And that's for Metal Cultivator's water. I don't know if there's any better material than Ice Essence bars. I don't think there are. If so, feel free to drop me a comment. I'd be appreciating. But until then, we're going to produce a Ice Crystal bar Sword of Tau. 5 bars, isn't it? So hard to read. But I think that's a 5. Yeah, that's a 5. So I can't craft one of those. I have assigned it in a way that only really capable people can do. Alright. Yeah. Pretty important, you know. Don't want to have bad artisans on these jobs at this point. Okay. So, only a couple of extra remolds necessary, so I'm monitoring that a little bit more thoroughly, closely. A core shaper. Of course, that poor soul. My dog was somehow bugged. Oh, the gambler. That would be also an option, what I could do with Junju's extra years of life. So, while I'm at it, enlighten her. Yeah. Now. Wow, that was a decisive clapping. Jeez. Alright. +2 Angered Soul Gems. I mean, in that regard, I really don't mind. Keep them coming. Renowned Blade. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good start. Mmm, juicy. So here, Spectre refining. Let's do this. I want to. Alright, Mr. Dong. Let's see what this will bring. And let's get back to the fine remolding. Because we're almost done, you know. Here, only 5 levels necessary there. Manifesting miracle. No, thank you. Oh, Junju, she's gonna need a breather. But let's wait a sec. Alright, there's the ice crystal ore. Shape-shifting bone reduces the secret power moderately. Okay. Nothing I'm interested in. So it's gonna be the last remold. Alright, and that opened up an 8th slot there. Aw, too bad. It's only tier 11 again. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, artifact power 117. That's quite a good thing. I mean, this one has only 99, so would be definitely an upgrade. But for now, I'll just leave Junju with what she's got there. 1.8 grand artifact battle power. It's not much, but it's also nothing to spit at. Okay, but the really interesting part now is where to next with Mi Yushi. Because, you know, I feel as if I'm pretty much done now with the basics. So we got obviously a... Wait a sec, how could I unlock these? I obviously got another slot for a offensive technique. The 5 elements fists, I really got no clue where to get cursed feng shui essence from. Please tell me, guys. Otherwise I have to look it up, but we'll see. And there's also the defensive techniques. I don't know whether or not I should go for defensive techniques first. I feel as if it does sound smarter to me to focus into a highly effective defense first before maxing out my offense, but little do I know. So, well, let's remold that one, the upper arm bone, a little bit, and I don't know. I mean, there's is there any use in putting any crazy essences here into this into these remolds? Makes me wonder, you know. Here I enter the later territories of body cultivation, and for now I want to see if I'll have a chance of grinding out extra levels on the bones here. So let's check. And now it's also about time to think about which secret bodies this character is supposed to use in the long run. So, sharpened bone, let's see. 11 grand there. So, around 200 attack power more for applying that one. I'll need to do a spiritual breath chant. Go into the dung chamber. Yeah, that's why they call it a dungeon. Alright. So, grinding up the remaining levels of sharpened bone, at least, I think, is something that I want to go for. Because it's more power. There's nothing to sneeze at there. There's only the question how I'm supposed to grind up the other stats there. Oh boy. The increases there are really, really stupidly high. So basically, I should grind out every single body part there that hasn't got an ancestral throwback yet. It should be the next next part of the strategy. Completely regardless what else I want to do. Because that's seriously a really big influence there. Okay, now last miracle. Always want to have the miracles applied on these dudes in the course of one episode, and under no circumstances delay that into the next one. Okay, meanwhile, Nyanyu and Zhanzhongwei, they just need a lot of time now. They got everything they need, a decent cultivation chamber and all, but yeah, the rest is just about time, you know. Same goes for Shodong. Wait a sec, is he actually... Yeah, he is configured to cultivation. Okay. So, let's check out this one. Basically, right now, if I understood my job correctly, I am delivering... I'm pulling off an arms race now between the dragon and my body cultivator. Basically, I need to pimp up my body cultivator now until the water dragon finally comes to kick my sect's butt. That's how I understood what's going to happen next. I've got no clue if that's right, but we're going to try it out for sure. Meanwhile, in the background, there's my Zhandao formation growing and all these things, but speaking about all these things, my Zhandao, dude, is proceeding really nicely. So he redressed himself. Yeah. Doesn't matter on that, as long as he's below 50. So Zhizhurong, what's going on here? I mean, look at that. Isn't that a decent mixture of stats? So I don't know whether I'll go for... Well, okay, I only got the 16 Supreme Steps as a Water Law. Okay, never mind. So we already got our match here. So I'll plot it down onto her. She can make her breakthrough now. There is not much more she can do in her mortal life, and 8 inner disciples in a sect. It's an achievement. Okay. So let's assign that. That one to Chichurong. Okay, she's also needing a artifact. Let's just equip something. Oh, auction. A wood one. Well, wood is actually excellent for a water cultivator, so she's definitely allowed to take that one. And of course, she's supposed to cultivate. Okay, nice. Let's check out the development of that upper arm bone. Thing here is that every improvement here does make my body cultivator hungrier, because every single tempered bone upgrade increases my body cultivator's appetite. So there's always a slight increase of costs there for every upgrade I take. But at the same time, I mean, these tempered bone stats, I mean, there's a fundamental increase of the secret body power, fundamental increase of stats, basically. And there's also... here increases the physical cultivator's physical strength slightly. I wonder if that's a hint that there's a overall power-up for every single of these upgrades that I pick. Basically, whenever I upgrade one of these bones, the entire rest of the body cultivator grows stronger. Oh yeah, the psychic bone here definitely is something that I'll take. So I feel as if everything increasing accuracy or defense success, depending on what kind of technique I take, seems to be a dramatically important stat. Because, you know, especially with the defenses, if the defense endurance is high enough of a defense skill, and if the chances of defense are high enough as well, this might actually nullify a lot of attacks. So what do we have here? Drastical secret power increase, accuracy moderately decreased. Well, no, I don't want to increase my power on this cost. So sharpened bone would be cursed feng shui essence. Okay. Well, I'd say that's a good piece of progression for one episode. I prepared Ji Zhurong for her next status, life, whatever. That means we're going to have a really good preparation for my formation. Every element is present then, so let's see what'll happen out there. So drop your comments down below, leave me a thumbs up if you liked the episode, and of course consider subscribing. There's daily content popping up there. All you need to do is to turn on the notification bell and you won't miss anything in the future. See you guys soon. Bye bye.